Hello everybody, it is me, Jurassic Master, here to say that today we're doing the final breakdown on WandaVision Episode 9, Season 1. Oh my gosh. This is it. This is the final episode. I will be giving my review at the end of this video, so if you want to go and see my review, just go towards the end of the video. So yeah, just go towards the end of the video. There will be spoilers, so if you do not want any spoilers for this final episode, click off the video now, and then come back to here and see what I have to say about it. So there's a scene where Wanda throws a car at Agatha, and my God, that was biggest brain fart of all time. My God, but Wanda throws a car at Agatha, and Agatha gets hit by the car, and it's sort of, this scene sort of reminded me of Wizard of the Oz, and it just reminded me of that, like how in the beginning where Daffy, is that what her name is? I can't remember her name. What was her name? I don't even know. The girl that just goes and gets stuck in the, I don't know, but crushes the Witch of the West. No. Or the East. No? Was it the East? I can't remember. Shows that I'm really good at this YouTube stuff. So there's a scene where Jimmy talks about his friends at Quantumic. I think it was like Quantumic or Quantumo. And basically, at first I was like, oh wait, is this supposed to be like Ant-Man maybe related? But no, I looked it up, and it's basically like a really high up power of like a really, yeah, just basically like a really high up power of the FBI, I guess. And I was very disappointed that it wasn't Ant-Man related. There's also a scene where Jimmy mentions someone named Cliff. Now, I don't think that Cliff Aldrin, and I highly doubt that it's probably him. It might be, because the Cliff Aldrin is a person, or is an alien disguised as a person, and is from the collective intelligence. So I highly doubt this is it, but it could be, maybe. I really highly doubt it at this moment. So there's a scene where Agatha talks about the Darkhold, and like, there's a whole chapter devoted to you, and I was like, well, I don't really understand the Darkhold. So, the Darkhold is basically made by this elder god known as, or like, his name is Chiton? I'm probably pronouncing that terribly, but Chiton, I think it's Chiton, and basically was sort of like the dark god, and he put all of his dark magic and his like spells and evil stuff into this book. So I guess this is his book, and he left it on Earth so that other people could find it and use it. So there's a scene where Agatha mentions that Wanda is stronger than the Sorcerer Supreme, and if that is true, that basically, if you don't know who the Sorcerer Supreme is, the Sorcerer Supreme is basically like, is sort of like the boss level of I guess witches and wizards, but I guess Wanda trumps them all, just like utterly destroys them. So I think that's interesting, because I read a thing that was saying that if you're above the Sorcerer Supreme, you might be able to be you most likely will have the chance of becoming a Sorcerer Supreme. So she might become a Sorcerer Supreme herself. So, yeah. Oh my goodness, Ralph Boner. Ralph Boner, why would you do this to me? Why? He's not Quicksilver. He's a person named Ralph Boner. Why? Why did you do this to me? I thought this was how they were gonna introduce the X-Men. But no! We're not this. So I even had like a theory of like, if this is the Quicksilver from the X-Men Fox series, then Baron Zemo killed, or someone killed this X-Men Fox X-Men Fox version of Quicksilver, and that would cause the Young Avengers and the X-Men to fight, and that would be sort of maybe like the Phase 5 and 4-ish kind of big endgame kind of thing. But now I'm sort of thinking it's probably still going to be the Dark Avengers at the moment. At the moment, that's my theory. So there's a scene where So there's a scene where Maria Rambeau uses her powers, and she sort of turns herself into like a, I guess best way to describe it is like turned herself into jelly or jello, and absorbed all the bullets for Wiccan and Speed. So I thought that was really cool that we actually got to see her powers, and it wasn't like, oh yeah, we won't be able to see her powers at all. Like I'm really happy that they showed that. So I want to mention Vision the White Vision he just left. He went up and left. So I'm wondering if he's going to look for, air quotes, the real Vision, because neither of them are the real Vision. I'm wondering if he's going to try to find the original corpse of the Vision. So there's a scene where Agatha talks about once a spell has been casted, some along the lines of once a spell has been casted, it can never be broken and changed. So I'm wondering when she says that if that's going to be foreshadowing something, like maybe the multiverse falling apart, and like I'm wondering if they're supposed to mention. I think that might be hinting of like the multiverse is broken now. We cannot fix it, and now we have to deal with it. I think that's what it might be. So the color of her costume and her tiara, whatever you want to call it, or crown, whatever you want to say, I'm gonna say it. It reminded me of how Magneto has his costume. And I know I've said this in like almost all of my Marvel or WandaVision ones. Somebody make like a compilation of like all the times I've mentioned Magneto on this show and send it to me. Because like I feel like I've mentioned it a lot. Of like I really want, like, they look so similar. Like color wise they do, and sort of how it looks, don't tell me they don't look the same. If you say they don't look the same, you're lying to yourself. They look the same. I want Magneto, please. I really wanted to see Doctor Strange. I'm surprised we actually didn't see him in this, but maybe there's a reason why we didn't see him. Maybe it's like he's being trapped, or he's like, hey, it's not enough to be on the radar of suspicious, but it's starting to be. So we didn't see him. I'm a little surprised. So we get a scene where the Skrull Girl. For a second, I thought I said Squirrel Girl. Yeah, because that's a squirrel. But we get a scene where the Skrull Girl is sorry, you can hear people upstairs. Squirrel Girl. God, the Squirrel Girl saying, he wants you. You should head up there, go see him yourself. And I'm wondering if that's Nick Fury, and if it's going to connect to the TV show that's going to be coming out soon, or I think in a year or two, Secret Invasion. The crazy thing is, we got not just one end credit scene, which I just talked about, but we got two of them. Oh my gosh. But we got two of them, and I'm so freaking excited because let's just roll the clip. She's got herself a little log cabin, and I'm assuming up in Canada or somewhere remote. I've just got a little nice house, little place, very cozy and peaceful. But then, oh wait, what's this? Doing the exact same thing Doctor Strange did, and she's reading the book. And I think that's really interesting, that she's reading the book. And then we hear and so we hear her kids. So I'm wondering if, I don't know if you people have seen this movie, but I highly suggest that this is one of the coolest movies I have ever seen, Marvel-wise. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Now, the main villain was Kingpin. I am personally a person who doesn't really care for Kingpin, but the person who played Kingpin did a really good job, and the story and like everything in that movie was just 10 out of 10. I loved it. But in that movie, Kingpin's family died. And so what he does is goes and into the multiverse and grabs his family and tries to bring his family to his universe. But he sadly fails. But I'm not going to say anything else because that's sort of spoilers for the movie. But so I'm wondering if Wanda is that what she's going to do in this? Of she's going to bring her family back, but from different universes. But when she does that, that causes the break in the universe. So now let me give my review on the show. So now let's talk about the show. The show entirely of itself. I'm going to talk about it for a little bit. I don't know how long I want to or how long this is going to be, but I really enjoyed the show. The show was really good. I really liked how they did everything. I don't really think I have any complaints about the show. I guess the only real complaint that I guess I had was we didn't really get to see Magneto. Mention it again. I'm a little disappointed we didn't see Magneto. I do definitely am excited for Winter Falcon, and I'm excited, and I'm wondering if it's like if this is going to be like if we're gonna get like a timeline wise of all the TV shows of like WandaVision was the third one in the timeline, but Winter Falcon was the first one and Loki was the second one. Of like I'm wondering if we're gonna get like a general timeline of like how it's all connected. Maybe I should do a video on what I think timeline wise of how they're all connected. Hey, I'll be the next Matt Pat of doing FNAF. I'm actually going to be doing a FNAF timeline on that soon. I don't know when. I'll probably say I'll do it like in a week, but I have a lot of video. This WandaVision has been taking up a lot of time, but I will be making I'll be making more videos. Oh my gosh, I swear someone clips that. But I will be trying to figure out. I want to have like devote a weekend to making all the sequel videos and part 2s I need to do. That's probably going to be next weekend because that's when we're not going to get an episode of anything, or I might just do it throughout the week. But back to the show. I really did enjoy it. A lot of people that I've talked to about the show were like, it's okay. I've heard people say, oh my gosh, this is great, it was okay. I really liked it. I genuinely really did like it because I love how they did the story with it. I'm really happy of how story-wise. I love how they did, brought in some Marvel references. I really liked the jokes. I really liked all of it. It was just a really good show in general. If I had to rate it out of 10, I would probably say it was a 8 out of 10. But it was really good. It was a solid 8. Not like it was just barely an 8. Look, it was a really solid 8. I really liked it. It was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. Didn't really care for Hayward. I get it, of like you need that kind of villain in your show, but I didn't really care for Hayward at all. Like I just didn't really like it. So, but yeah, that is all that I have to say about the show. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I have had fun making these videos. It's been a lot of fun. Thank you for watching these videos. And I know probably not very many of you are going to watch this one or make it to the end. If you made it to the end, let me know and I'll shout you out in the next video. Unless you're Caleb, then I'm not shouting you out. But if you're named Caleb, then yeah, I will shout you out. I'll shout you out in the next video if you make it this far. But if you're Caleb, the YouTuber that I know, that I collab with, then I will not give you a shout out. You don't need a shout out. But if you're another person who've made it to the end of the video, I'll give you a shout out at the end of the video. Just comment down. If you comment, put in the comments, card magic. If you put in comments magic, I'll shout you out in the next video. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. And remember, phones, cameras, and potato chips do not belong in the waffle cartridge box. I don't know what I'm saying.